ripped here.
Yeah.
What did Vince McMahon mean to you, Chris? I mean, how did you look at Vince?
The god of wrestling, essentially. I mean, and that's probably not the best way to put it. You know what I mean? But it really is. I mean, he's the guy. And so when you perceive it like that, yeah, he can be a bit intimidating, and he's got a big presence, obviously. But I mean, yeah, he's just, whether you love him or hate him. When Vince had all these difficulties over the last half year, and I'd do autograph signings, and I'd hear fans kind of laying into him, or just kind of wanting to discard him, I'd just be thinking to myself, like, even with my circumstance, and I don't have ill feelings or anything. Like, things didn't go perfect when I was there, obviously, but to not at least, he's given so much. Whether regardless of how you feel about him, I mean, a lot of all of our fandom is based on what he's given us as far as these classic, and I mean, and he gambled everything in WrestleMania 1 and 2 to make it work. I mean, I just can't. He is the guy over. You can put, say, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, Hulk Hogan. I mean, Vince is up there alone, right?
Yeah.
Like, because what's the common denominator in all of that? All those guys, Vince.
Yep.
How do you feel about the allegations that were against him? Did it bother you, or could you not give a shit?
I mean, it sucks. I don't know. When you hear all these allegations from all these wrestlers, the Me Too movement in general, it sucks to hear. But like, I will. I mean, I was just relieved that I know that, there's nobody that's going to come out of the woodwork and say that I did anything inappropriate. And if they did, they'd be completely full of shit.
There you go.
Sorry, I don't know if I can curse on here.
No, you
so
can.
I don't know. I looked at all this like, no. I've looked at. I'm not going to say Vince's was surprising. I don't know if any of them were surprising, because coming up in professional wrestling was a rude awakening to the realities of the world very quickly, just as far as how guys are, and whether you're in a family or not. And that's not all guys, obviously, but it was, it was a rude awakening to all that. And, to me, again, it sucks, but it was like kind of nothing that I wasn't either kind of knew or suspicious of. But again, I just looked at it like, all right, well, this ain't going to be an issue for me. So I just watched. And,
but I mean, you're a good-looking guy, right? And you're with this internal family, right? To me, it's kind of difficult not to get involved with someone, I would think. How were you able to stay away from it? If you did, I don't know if you did or not.
Oh, you mean, you're talking about like getting involved with somebody?
I don't mean sexually harassing someone and forcing someone. I'm saying actual relationship with another female.
Well, no, it does. It happens a lot, but like, it doesn't happen. Like, that doesn't mean everybody dates somebody within the business. You know what I mean? Like, there's, I have a lot of friends who have been in long-term relationships with people in the business, and I'm just kind of happy to say that I haven't, just because it seems like it would be very difficult. It's difficult if you're in two different promotions for obvious reasons, and then it's difficult even if you're in the same promotion, because then you're now with that person all of the time. And I think that's a problem in itself, because I think it's a healthy thing, obviously, to have some time. Like, when I was on the road with WWE, it was difficult to be gone that long. Like, I had a girl I got engaged to, but at the same time, it was almost like, man, every time I came home, it was so exciting. You have time to miss the person, and then there's a lot to catch up on, and I don't know. So it's, I always realized from that point, maybe it's not great to be gone 4 days, but it's good to have some time away.